You'd like to hear a new story? Oh, very well. Where shall we begin? The stronger the bard is, the more damage he can inflict with melee weapons. Allows the bard to equip and use two-handed weapons. A powerful ranged shot, which passes through its target. Used with the ranged skill, the bard gains bonus coins for any treasure he finds. The bard will automatically bash with his shield after blocking, stunning his enemy. Allows the bard to fight with a dirk in one hand and a sword in the other. Allows the bard to equip and use a flail. Allows the bard to equip and use two-handed weapons. It had come to this at last. One man, a poet and a rogue, with no friends to speak of, no one to mourn his passing, should it come to that. Even those beside him are no more boon companions than bond-servants, summoned by sorcery and song, as cold and indifferent to him as the light of a wandering star.
Mistake in coming here.
But to know where he is, we need to know where he is from. And to know that, we've got to begin elsewhere. And not that long ago. A simple man he was, with a quick wit and a sharp tongue, an eye for the lasses, and a talent for keeping one step ahead of the law, come to Houghton to play his tunes and make his way. He found himself standing outside the Drunken Rat, a public house owned by the widow Mary McCrary. The bard readied his instrument and prepared to ply his trade.
Drunken louts, get off your backsides and kill it.
I'll save you, fair damsel.
Ah, what a strapping man you are, to be saving me from that wee beastie.
I happened to be wandering by when I heard your cries over the rumbling of my empty belly. You aren't hurt, are you?
No, but aren't you the sweet one for asking? Say, I've an idea. If you'd be willing to do a little job for me, I'd give you a good meal and a warm place to lay your head for the night.
I'd be only too happy to handle anything you'd like to heave my way.
Then it's a deal, for it's a wee rat problem I've got in my cellars, and if you could do away with them, I'd be ever so thankful.
Rats, you say? In the cellar? How cliché of you, love. But I'll forgive you this once.
You'll need a bigger sword than what you've got, in case you run into trouble.
Oh, and my sword is quite big enough to handle any troubles you might have. Quest complete.
All hail the bard, rat killer, and rodent bane, who has bravely made the cellars once again safe for buxom barmaids and wanton widows. Or has he? The bard, finding himself wreathed in flame, dashed up the stairs towards the safety of the tavern.
Nicely done. Or is that well done?
Not well done. More like medium rare.
Now we'll have another go at him with this.
You better hope I've cooled off when I return, or you're next. Who the hell are you? How'd you get down here?
Look here, laddie, don't be concerning yourself with such things right now. I'm here to help you with your rat problem. Any brute can swing a sword. If you really want to slay that hairy beastie, try playing this tune on that lute of yours.
Go on, clear off out of it. I've no use for you.
I'm not offering to go with you, laddie. I'm offering you a bit of song and magic that'll bring you back in one piece.
Great. So now the rat gets dinner and a show. If it's so bloody powerful, use it yourself and save me the trouble.
Would that I could. But I'm not a man of action like yourself. So do yourself a favour and take a little charity when it's offered, my boy.
Done. Show me what you got.
Before you head down there and face that huge rat.
I know what I'm doing, old man. I've no need for advice from the likes of you.
All hail the bard, rat killer, and rodent bane, who's bravely made the cellars...
How about you tell the story and leave the sarcastic patronising to me, okay?
Run away again, did ya? Go back to where you came from and leave the fighting to those who've got the guts for it.
I've plenty of guts, milady, which is why you needn't trouble yourself about that rat any longer.
You mean it's dead? Oh, thank you. I can't tell you how grateful I am.
'Twas the least I could do for a damsel in distress. Now, how about that meal?
Why don't you wait while I fix you some leftovers? Oh, and your room in the back is almost ready.
Having spent a lonely night in a somewhat uncomfortable and shabby bed, the bard awoke the next morning in a foul humour.
You should go speak with that strange friend of yours. He was starting to scare away my regular customers. I had to chase him out.
Very impressive, young man. I wish I had the guts to stand up to the wife the way you stood up to that rat. But of course, she's a bit more vicious.
Beer, 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 tiddly beer, beer, beer. A long time ago, way back in history, when all there was to drink was nothing but drops of tea. Along came a man by the name of Charlie Moss, and he invented a wonderful drink and he made it out of hops. He must have been the man that old the Sultan or a king. Round to his praises we shall always sing. Look what he's done for us, he's filled us up with cheer. Lord bless Charlie Moss, the man who invented beer, 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 tiddly beer, beer, beer.
The drunken rat that aching drum and throw his pub as will. One thing you can be sure of, it's Charlie's beer they sell.
So all you lads and lasses at 11 o'clock you stop for 5 short seconds. Remember Charlie Moss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, he must have been an admiral, a sultan, or a king. Unto his praises we shall always sing. Look what he's done for us, he's filled us up with cheer. Lord bless Charlie Moss, the man who invented beer, 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 tiddly beer, beer, beer.
A very motor bushel of hoops you steer around with your stick, the kind of lubrication to make your engines tick.
30 pence a wallop a day will keep away the quacks. It's only 8 pence halfpenny and only 6 in tax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey! Must have been the admiral, the sultan, or a king. Unto his praises we shall always sing. Look what he has done for us, he's filled us up with cheer. Lord bless Charlie Moss, the man who invented beer, 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 tiddly beer, 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 tiddly beer, beer, beer. The Lord bless Charlie Moss.
Yeah, so you killed a rat. What do you want, a medal?
What did I tell you, lad? You hooked him and cooked him.
Thanks to that song you gave me.
You're welcome, boyo. And should you be looking for another one like it, find the trow in the fairy haunt woods. But keep your wits about you. They're devilish clever. A trow. With magic by the pound, and not a single scrap of honesty.
Sounds a little dangerous to me. I don't care much for trow. I think I'll pass.
Come now, boyo. What's a little danger when compared to power? Didn't that little trick I showed you help you get in good with the Widow McCrary? If it's a skin you're worried about, I've a wee trinket here that'll keep you safe from harm. This amulet was made by a powerful sorceress. It can summon her spirit to heal your wounds in battle. You'll need adder stones to provide the necessary mystical power. If you like, you can even use multiple stones for even greater effect. Here, laddie, try it out.
Who is she? She's beautiful. I'll take the amulet, old man. And, what were you saying about a trail?
Find him in the Fairy Haunt Woods. Bannerfeet be his name. He can teach you magic enough to impress any lass.
What do you want? If you're a thief, you'll get nothing from me, for I've only these old bones and a heavy heart.
Sorry, Grandad. I didn't expect to find you here, or frighten you when I did. I'm only looking out for a bit of silver to line my pockets.
Of course you are, young sir, and I happen to know how you might find some. For it's a cruel bugbear that's been keeping the farmers from observing their rituals. And us farmers have to perform our rituals at the Houghton Cairn. Without 'em, the crops won't grow and the weans go hungry.
So, it's a bit of killing you want done, eh? Fair enough. But I should warn you, my blade doesn't come cheap.
It's a hard young man you are, to be sure, and ought to be kinder to your elders. As for the bugbear, you'll find him in the cairn when you're done with him. Come back here. We'll pay you what we can. Listen, lad. There's nothing I'd rather do than sit around and sing songs by the fire, but don't you have a bugbear to kill?
Hello, traveller. Could I interest you in any of my finely crafted barrels? I have many models to choose from, all displayed attractively right outside my shop.
Let me think. No.
Pardon me.
And so ends our tale with the tragic death of our hero.
Pardon me.
Sorry.
Well now, you must be the bard that everyone's been talking about, the fellow with the spider made of lightning. It's honoured I am to have you in my shop, sir, and happy to facilitate all your arms and armament needs. Swords, bows or armour, everything here is first rate and for sale. Terms of cash in advance, in full, all sales final with no letters of credit, layaways or IOUs. We do have a buyback policy. If you buy it, don't bring it back. Haha. So look over what you want and I'll be happy to cover the finer points of any item I have in stock. But remember the golden rule. You
see you, old man.
Welcome back. What can I do for you?
Let's have a look at your armour then.
It's a fact. A warrior's only as tough as his weakest armour. Plenty.
I'm intrigued.
My armour's some of the best.
What else you got? Let me have a closer look.
Now you're talking leather armour.
I seem to... What else you got? Show me your swords and flails.
This is where we have our close combat weaponry.
Let me see something else.
Heard it already.
You've come looking for my bowgun, haven't you? Of course you have. But it's gone, he is, for he's the one, the chosen one, who free the fair princess from cruel bondage. And what do ye suppose that means to a poor old woman like me? Why, everything, that's what. For he's promised to come back, my Ogun, and take me away from this awful place and give me a proper house with glass in the windows, floors of wood, and a larder so full we'll never know hunger again. So, when you see him, tell him his mother loves him. Let me know when you found my organ.
Well now, you're a spry little thing. I could do with a friend. Care to throw in with me?
So you're the fellow that's been chasing through Houghton with your rats and lightning spiders, eh?
All I'm after is songs and silver, and I've no mind to break the laws in getting them.
That's fine. My job is to be keeping the peace, collecting the taxes, and fending off the Kunal Trow. Respect that, and you're welcome to stay in Houghton as long as you please. Otherwise, you'll find yourself in me jail. What? You're back again? Go kill a rat, you rogue. It's all you're good for.
Top of the morning to you.
Welcome back. What can I do for you?
Show me your armour.
It's a fact. A warrior's only as tough as his...
Boring. Move along.
Welcome back. What can I do for you?
What you say?
All items priced as marked. No returns. All sales are final.
I could use a new melee weapon.
This is where we have our close combat weaponry. When you're battling a foe up close...
Let me see some...
Get to the good part.
What do you want? If you're a thief, you'll get nothing from me, for I've only these old bones and a heavy heart.
Sorry, Grandad. I didn't expect to find you here, or frighten you when I did. I'm only looking out for a bit of silver to line my pockets.
Of course you are, young sir, and I happen to know how you might find some. For it's a cruel bugbear that's been keeping the farmers from observing their rituals. And us farmers have to perform our rituals at the Houghton cairn. Without 'em, the crops won't grow and the weans go hungry.
So, it's a bit of killing you want done, eh? Fair enough. But I should warn you, my blade doesn't come cheap.
It's a hard young man you are, to be sure, and ought to be kinder to your elders. And as for the bugbear, you'll find him in the cairn when you're done with him. Come back here. We'll pay you what we can.
I don't know why I didn't get a dog sooner.
Let me know when you found my organ.
Thus ends the Bard's Tale. I think we could all see that one coming. Good riddance.
Well, I can't do that. Yet.
Oh no! Oh. Thus ends the Bard's Tale. I think we could all... so ends our tale with the tragic death of our hero. Thus ends the bard. Thus ends our tale. I think we could all see that one.
do that.
Inconceivable.
And so ends our tale with the tragic death of our hero. And so the bard met his inevitable and much desired
Please don't kill me, please. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. Oh, I'm bleeding. I think you broke my arm. Ah, is that a tooth? I just spit out a tooth. Oh, not another tooth. Oh, look at me. Look at me. No, don't look at me. Oh, hell. Do what you want. I don't care. Go ahead and look. I'm not a bugbear. I'm just a dirty old bastard running around in a smelly old rug with a bucket for a head. Go ahead. Take all my silver. I don't need it anyway. I was saving it all up for a date with the widow McCleary until she found out I'm still living with me mother. Now she won't even speak to me. You know what else? I'm 42 and still a virgin. How pathetic is that? Ah, just kill me, please. Just get it over with.
You're just pathetic.
Thank goodness the heroic bard was present to stop that horrible bugbear from looting the tomb of all its precious treasures.
Well, I had my misgivings when we met, but you're a good fellow after all. I should have figured it was old Vintners pulling that stunt. Here's some pieces of silver to line your pockets. I'm sorry it's not more, but we've hungry mouths to feed and precious little to do it with.
Hello, traveller. Could I interest you in any of my finely crafted barrels? I have many models to choose from, all displayed attractively right outside my shop.
Get to the good part.
Watch out!
Welcome to the Kirk of Houghton, young man. We can lay our hands for healing and blessing, should you feel inclined to make a small donation.
Here you are.
Blessings upon you.
Beware the... Sorry. Excuse me.
Let me know when you found my organ.
I cannot talk to you right now.
Welcome back. What can I do for you?
Show me your armor.
It's a fact. A warrior's only as tough as his weakest armor. Plenty of folks have bought the cheap stuff, but none of them have been repeat customers if you...
What else you got? Show me your swords and flails.
This is where we have our close combat weaponry. When you're battling a foe up close and personal, you don't want to skimp on your instrument of battle.
This looks interesting.
Like to do some fancy dual weapon fighting, then you've got to have a dirk. This one comes straight from Finstown and features a fully full of ricasso and ring guard. Very good find, sir. I'm not a fighting man, but having an extra weapon to stick in your foes can never be a bad thing, can it?
Heard it already.
Welcome back. What can I do for you?
Let me see your bows.
If you ask me, there's no better place to battle a death.
Nah, not worth my time. I'm intrigued.
Peeking at my map,
Let me go get some silver. I'll be right back.
Next.
Sorry.
What? You're back again? Go kill a rat, you rogue.
Sorry. Sorry.
Thus ends the bard's tale.
stay down!
Thus ends the bard's tale.
Sorry.
The bard, having slain the random wolf, found that it had digested not only the contents of a small treasury, but also various household goods. Wait, am I reading that correctly? This can't be right.
You'd be surprised. I find all kinds of things inside these beasties. Did I ever tell you about the time I killed this rat and out popped an entire chest?
Well, I'm just going to skip those passages in the future.
What? That's a major source of income. You cheap, good-for-nothing horses.
And so the bard continued on his journey. The stronger the bard is, the more damage he can inflict with melee weapons. A high vitality will increase the bard's health, making him more difficult to defeat in battle.
Hey, this forest is a great place to hunt. It's teeming with grouse. If you haven't got a bow, you should get yourself one and try your hands at hunting.
Well now, who have we here, eh? You must be the fella who's been chasing all over, putting the touch on the locals with that shocking beast of yours.
You've obviously heard of me, so you know I'm not a man to be trifled with. I've come to learn a bit of magic and I won't take no for an answer.
Oh, don't hurt me, friend. Don't hurt me. And I'll tell you where to find a song worth knowing. Go back into the center of town and head to the town well. Climb down to the bottom of it, and there you'll find exactly what you deserve.
You must be joking.
'Tis no joke, my friend. What you're looking for is at the bottom of that well.
You people try my patience. Okay, I'll do it.
To show my goodwill, I've even opened up a quick way back to town for you. It's right over there.
What I'm looking for is at the bottom of a well, huh? I'm gonna make Bannerfeet pay for this wild goose chase.
The stronger the bard is, the more damage he can inflict with melee weapons. A high dexterity allows the bard to inflict greater damage with ranged weapons. Shopkeepers will offer significant discounts to the bard if he has high charisma. Rhythm allows the bard to play magical tunes with greater skill, enhancing the statistics of summoned creatures. Allows the bard to train his dog in the fine art of combat.
Ooh, that was painful.
Well, look who it is. Find anything interesting in the well?
Very funny, very funny. Let me return the favour by throwing you in a hole, 6 feet deep.
Maybe now you'll have a wee bit more respect for your betters, eh?
I'll teach you some respect.
Look here, calm down. I was just having a wee bit of fun at your expense. No need to get murderous about it. Slay me, bard, and you'll never learn that magic you're after. Wouldn't you like a little something to even the odds when facing wily fellas like myself?
I'm listening. For now.
Sheriff Rucky keeps a jail in a forest. Inside is a prisoner by the name of Kettle Swat. Spring him free for me and you'll get your song. The good news is that there are no guards around. The bad news is that they abandoned their posts to avoid a tribe of Kunaltrow that have claimed the building as their own. Once you make it past their patrols, you'll need to say Fiddle Snarf at the door to be let in. When he's free, come back here and I'll teach you some magic. Fair enough?
No, not really, but it's a start. I don't relish chasing you around this forest, so I'll do what you ask. But you had better keep your end of the bargain, or I'll make you wish you had.
What's the password?
Fiddlesnaff.
So, Benefit must have... Hey, who are you? You aren't supposed to be here!
Which one of you bloody heathens is Kettle Swart? Bannerfeet sent me here to set you free.
I'm Kettle Swart.
No, he's not. I'm Kettle Swart.
Like hell, I'm Kettle Swart.
To hell with them. I'm Kettle.
What's it matter which one of us is Kettle? Set us all free.
We'll never convince you which one of us are telling the truth, so just flip those switches in the order I tell you, and it will open the doors.
Yes, the sheriff has these doors rigged with some bizarre 6-switch combination lock that only he's supposed to know.
But we've been watching closely, and we know the order to flip them.
Already I've been reduced to flipping switches by order criminals. Great.
No, no, no!
No, 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 no!
No, no, no!
Pull that one!
Pull that
Pull
one!
that one.
Pull that one!
Pull that
Pull
one!
that one.
No, not that one!
It might be that
Pull
one.
that one.
Oh, no, not that one!
It might be that
No,
one.
not that one.
No, that won't help!
It might be that
No,
one.
no, no.
Pull that one!
Oh, I think so. Try switch one.
Yes, yes. Pull that one.
Yes, that's the one!
I think that's the
No,
one.
that isn't it.
That's the one!
That's it! Oh, no, it isn't. Try another.
No, the last one is lever 3.
Oh, no, not that one!
That might be
There
it.
you go. Pull it and let us free.
Oh, what's wrong with you? We told you exactly what to do. Do you want us to draw you a picture?
Yeah, sure. You draw me a picture, I'll draw your blood.
Maybe we shouldn't aggravate him.
No, no, no!
No, 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 no!
Pull that one!
Pull that one!
Pull that one!
Pull that one!
No, not that one!
It might be that one.
Pull that one! It might be that one.
Pull that one!
Oh, I think so. Try switch 1.
Yes, that's the one!
I think that's the one!
No, not that one!
It might be that one.
That's the one!
That's it! Oh no, it isn't. Try another.
Oh no, not that one!
That might be it.
That's the one!
That's it! Oh no, it isn't. Try another. See how easy that was? Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, haven't had this much fun since I was almost barbecued by a giant rat.
I don't know why you did this, but I'm most thankful.
It's a long story. Maybe you'd like to have a seat while I tell you about it, in the middle of a Kunal Trow-infested jail. Let's get out of here before I regret what I've done. More than I already do.
just a flesh wound.
The stronger the bard is, the more damage he can inflict with melee weapons. A high dexterity allows the bard to inflict greater...
Oh, thank you. I wagered Sheriff Rocky that Kettle wouldn't be locked up for more than a day. I sent the Kunal Trow to free him, but they decided to take over the jail and claim it as their own. I thought for sure I'd lose, but now you come along and win the bet for me. Well, a deal's a deal. So, here's your song.
You're a little soft, aren't you?
Well now, fancy running into you again?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure it's all a big coincidence.
I see you picked up some more magic along the way. If it's even more power you'd like, then you want to pay a visit to my brother, Bove, in Kirkwall.
Your brother, eh? He anything like you?
Oh, no, he's not really my brother, you see, but a member of my order.
Of course he is.
Now, lad, you've only benefited from the knowledge I've given you in the past.
That's what worries me.
Seek out Bove in Kirkwall. I'll speak no more of it. Good luck to you, laddie.
Hello, traveller. Could I
Boring. Move along.
My thanks again, young man.
Let me know when you found my organ. 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 Let me know when you found my organ.
Sorry.
Hang you for a meddling fool! It's one thing to be frightening the widows and killing the rats, but you've up and set loose that pig-stealing, backstabbing cattle-swart. Well, laddie, he's taken to hiding in the Neversdale Forest, and you're the one that's going after him. So you just head out of town and bring him to me. But don't come back here without him.
Show me the target. Bullseye.
Reporting for duty.
Welcome to Chubnik's Magical Waterway Transportation Service to the future.
Are you serious?
Not the first time I've been asked that question. Yes, you heard right. Chubnik's Magical Waterway Transportation Service will, for a modest fee, whisk you not just across the raging Chubnik River, but also transport you into the future.
How far into the future?
That depends on how long it takes to cross the river.
Oh, I get it. Nice scam, nice scam. So you're going to take me across that little stream for some ridiculous fee when I could quite easily take your boat and cross myself, right?
A wise man you are, that is for sure. But wrong you'd also be. I, of course, have taken magical precautions against such an occurrence. Any attempt by someone other than myself to use this boat, and it will sink into the river. Not until it reaches the deepest portion, of course. Only the tiniest fee is required to garner my services. 15 silver.
15, eh? I don't know. That sounds a little high. Since you seem to love the river so much, perhaps you'd care for a little swim?
I see. It's obviously your first visit to Neversdale, and as a first-time visitor, I may be able to give you a small discount. Now, don't tell your friends. This is a special deal only for you. 10 silver.
That water looks very cold and deep. Shall we find out?
Well, sir, it is obvious we're at an impasse, so to speak. But considering your gentle manner, I will take you across without charge post-haste. We here at Chubnik's Magical Waterway Transportation Service believe in treating our customers in the manner they deserve. Cheap arse.
What was that?
I said, let us pass across the river, that is. Now keep your arms and legs inside the vessel at all times. You aren't pregnant, are you? No, of course you're not. To all passengers, we regret to inform you that this voyage will be without snack and beverage service due to recent budget cuts. Thank you for choosing Chubnik's Magical Waterway Transportation Service.
Prepare to die! I am Ogan, the Chosen One! Nothing will stop me from my quest to save the princess and drive the evil from this land! Have at you!
And what have we here? Another Chosen One? Off to save the princess?
Brave talk for someone who picks on craved half-wits with more bravery than sense. I assure you that you will soon join it.
Lie down!
Daft young fool. What was he on about? Some sort of princess he was going to rescue? Chosen one. He must have been out of his mind.
The bard, of course, was overcome with sympathy for the poor, deceased young man.
By the way, your mum says hello.
With a great deal of skill, or perhaps a tremendous amount of luck, the bard disposed of the murderous trow. With a bit more luck, he might even come out the other end of the forest without an arrow coming out the other end of his head.
Always the optimist.
Oh, it's bad luck to be you. A chosen one of many isn't new. When you think you're full of luck, in the bullets you'll get struck. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. Now Owen came young from the farm and tried to save the princess from all harm. Equipped with just a stick and a head made out of brick, his rabbit's foot failed as a charm. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. The prophecy is never coming true. In a pickle you'll be stuck, like a chicken you will cluck. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. Believing that he was the one, his ego weighed in at a ton. His mom's a crazy bat. Did we mention she was fat? And she'll need a pine box for her son. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. Don't think for just a second it's not true. When your life is run amok, you will see that you're the schmuck. Oh, it's bad luck to be, really bad luck to be. Nobody could disagree. It's a freaking guarantee. It's bad luck to be you. It'll lead to
Come and get me, you meandering moron!
Kettle, quit cowering up there like the frightened rodent that you are. Come out and fight.
Ah, your mother's a furbog and your old man's a trow.
You don't want to make me come up there.
Save your singing for the sheep, you crooning coward! Come on, you pansy!
Bullseye. Bullseye.
No more, don't kill me! I was only kidding about your sister. I'll come with you.
Put your hands behind your back.
Now what? You won't be trying any of them perversions, will you?
I'm making sure you can't run away again. Or, if you prefer, I could just cut you off at the knees.
But you're the one who let me go! And now you're taking me back? Are you bored out of your skull or just wrong in the head? Ow! Stop hitting me!
Would you prefer I start stabbing you? Now shut your mouth and come with me.
With Kettle in tow, the bard moved on, hoping to avoid the trial and bring his prisoner back to Houghton. This charm was enchanted by the Trow Fnuff to aid him with his poor musicianship. Well, its new owner isn't much of a step up from a Trow. Allows the bard to trade a study in contrast.
What are you doing? The Kunal Trow are lurking everywhere. They'll kill you as soon as look at you. Untie me, and we might make a match, the pair of us.
You're a dog after me own heart.
Thus ends the bard's tale. I think we could...
Boring. Move along.
Come on, you pen. But you're the one who let me go.
Heard it already.
What are you doing? The Kunal Trow are lurking everywhere. They'll kill you as soon as look at you. Untie me.
Somebody in need of healing?
Ooh, that looked painful.
Welcome to Pisky's Magical Matter May Transport Figgy to the future! Oh.
Excuse me?
I don't smell anything. Wait! You're the barf! Right, my brother told me about you. What did he say? Oh yeah, he said the barf. Hey, Kettle, what are you doing here? You know Fnarf is looking for you. Fnarf rhymes with barf. I can make up a song about you two.
Listen, I don't have time for your ramblings. Perhaps you could just take me across the river?
Taking the barf across the river, that was it? Now what was the special barf deal?
I'll tell you what, I'll make the same deal I did with your mate down the way. I won't gut you, and you'll cross the river with us alive.
I remember. My brother said, don't let the barf cross unless he pays at least 100 silver.
I guess he told you that because he wants to see you float down the river face first.
I'd like to see you try. I took a potion. Makes me invulnerable. So, don't tell my brother though, because sometimes that makes me a bit drunk. See? I make it myself. Now you can pay to cross, or you can stay here. And if you don't get 100 silver, well then, you'll just have to shake it out of the trees. Ready to shoot on across the Pisco River?
Let's get going.
Keep your arms and your legs. Let's get this road on the ship. You know, as the captain of this ship, I can legally marry you two, if you want. Now be careful as you get out, because the dock is made out of hickory wood, and it can get slick if it's wet, which makes it a very slippery hickory dock. Well now, what have we here? I don't know you, but Kettle, my clandestine companion, when was the last time we saw each other?
Well now, let's see. I was on my way to Houghton and...
Oh wait, I remember. Yes, it was when you pilfered my prized possession, my exquisite eagle charm.
'Twasn't me, Fnarf. It was this beggar right here who stole it. I was bringing him back to you when he knocked me over the head, took it from me person and tied me up.
Hold on a minute. I never saw this thing before in my life. I found it in Kettle's house when I came to take him back to Houghton.
The perplexing problem is, if I were to let you go, my fear of friends here would consider me a coward. You see, they might even get into their noggins the notion that they could take over this bloodthirsty band. So, we're going to bash your brains and purloin your property. Nothing personal, you understand.
If there's one thing I hate, it's Kunal Trow with delusions of grandeur.
Quick, cut me loose so I can fight!
All right, Kettle, but don't betray my trust.
Stay down!
Give my regards to the sheriff, you simpleton!
Kettle, of course, took the opportunity to run away.
I've got to go see a guy about a gelding. So, I'll suffer you to survive for now. When we assemble again, you won't find yourself as fortunate.
Despite the bard's warm and shining personality, people continue to run from him like the plague. Perhaps he would one day learn that in order to keep friends near, a man such as himself needed to keep them tied up.
If only I could find a sock big enough to put in that mouth of yours.
Though Fnuff had escaped, the bard had the unmistakable feeling that they would meet again.
Of course, that's how these things always work. If they just stayed around and took their beating like a man for the first time, they'd save me a lot of trouble.
Curse you!
Ooh, painful.
The bard was no longer welcome in the town of Houghton, not until he returned with the villainous Kettle Swat. And so the bard arrived in Kirkwall, a peaceful and quiet town. The place seemed oddly familiar, and he would soon learn why.
I don't believe it. I truly don't believe it. Do my eyes deceive me?
One can only hope.
So much for peaceful and quiet.
Oh, my eyes speak the truth. My love has indeed returned. Although you vowed to return to my arms, time had cast doubt upon my heart. It's been so long since that magical night.
I'm truly sorry, milady, but I'm afraid you've mistaken me for someone else. Someone less handsome, I'm sure. I get that all the time.
Oh, surely you jest. That moonlit night, in the barn, up in the loft. You said you loved me. You said it was the most passionate moment you'd ever experienced.
Can you be more specific? I get a lot of that too. Look, I'm sorry. I don't remember you, which means one of two things. Either we never met, or that night was just magical for one of us.
I've never been so insulted in all my life.
Think hard. I'm sure you have.
When my father finds out, you'll get what's coming to you. You're nothing but a beast.
That obviously didn't bother you before.
You'll pay. I swear to you, you will pay.
I already have. I must get myself a chastity belt. Keep me out of trouble on such desperate nights.
You'd do all the world a favor if you threw away the key.